What are those major things that we can do for crepiness and sagging skin? Now, obviously, I do want to stress some sagging skin, can only be addressed by surgery.
Very true.
So we're going to talk about things that can help to tighten the skin as much as possible.
Okay, so during the winter months, I get a lot of calls. People are actively working to repair some crepiness and things, not only on the face, but the body. You know, we're talking like sagging skin and arms. And this is a very, very popular time right now where everybody is kind of hyper-focused on getting themselves in tip-top shape, getting ready for spring. Which will be here before we know it, which is a great thing because it's quite cold here right now.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing here.
Yes.
But yeah, now's the time. It's like peel time starts almost when kids go back to school.
Exactly.
It's September, October. But it's high gear after Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Because, you're not tanning right now.
No.
Even if you do tan, you're not tanning right now. So we are all pale.
Yeah.
And now's the time to do some major things. So what are those major things that we can do for crepiness and sagging skin? Now, obviously, I do want to stress some sagging skin, can only be addressed by surgery.
Very true.
So we're going to talk about things that can help to tighten the skin as much as possible.
Absolutely.
But if there's a case where there's like a lot of extra, a lot of weight loss, that needs to be removed. So I don't ever want to think I'm going to tell you to use this body lotion and that's going to fix everything.
There's limitations to what it can do. And there are times where, a surgical procedure may be necessary and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, we just have to be honest with that. And you probably know that looking anyways. But no matter what, let's say even if you are getting a surgical procedure, they want your skin in the very best health possible.
Yeah.
They want you to do the things that we're going to talk about today anyways.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about, firstly, probably more aggressive things that'll make a quick difference are using exfoliators, so acids. So on your face, something like Serum 15, or on your body, the 15% body wash. Or the 25% triple treat body lotion. These will all take off skin pretty quickly. So if you're looking dry and you're seeing all those wrinkles and stuff, these will help really quickly. We want to exfoliate and then hydrate really well. Right. So you can exfoliate and use these every day, then use something like emo oil or on the body. I love shea butter.
Yes.
And always, put it on moisturized skin, moist, after you get out of the shower, put a bunch of shea butter on, and that will immediately make your skin look better. So if you just need a temporary fix, something like that is a good temporary fix. Or doing we have that Dermazyme sitting here.
Right.
If you're going to an event and your skin is looking just kind of dry and crinkly, you could do something like this that takes a lot of dead skin off.
Right.
And, then put some great moisturizers on, like hyaluronic, because some things like these, instant hyaluronic, the Regenerate Epidermal Growth Factor, this has hyaluronic in it too. Right. Things like these are going to keep pulling moisture to that dry skin and help to hydrate it, plump it up, make it look good quickly. Excellent. So use your acids to remove some dead skin, do some physical exfoliation, use one of the acid cleansers. Take that off, put this on, and now you're going to look, plump and moisturized and not so crepey instantly.
Basically, it's a two-step. You need to exfoliate and hydrate.
Exfoliate and hydrate.
Yep.
And make sure you're drinking enough, too.
That's true. Consistency.
Yeah. And I like to talk about, too, a little bit where there are some things, if you're not eating a lot of, let's say, fish, salmon and stuff, you should be taking an omega supplement. We don't sell those. This is just something that you should be doing.
Right.
You can take an omega supplement. You could actually use emo oil for that, but I don't know that I'd want to squirt that down my throat. That wouldn't be super tasty. But
we do have customers who do ingest it. I do want to
so you could mix it into things. I think we talked about mixing it into salad dressings.
Yeah.
Don't cook with it.
Right.
But you could mix it in because those are very important for keeping your skin hydrated.
Yes.
And hydrated looking. And there are also a couple other supplements, like you can take hyaluronic acid. You can put hyaluronic acid on top of your skin.
Right.
But you can also take a hyaluronic acid supplement. And another supplement you can take, because I know I take it because I get so dry, is ceramides. Like I have a ceramide one. So I take ceramides, omega, and also hyaluronic. So you can put those on the top of your skin, but you can also take those internally, for some deep
You want to nourish
moisturizing.
things from the inside out.
Absolutely. And so, we talked about like easy daily things, but you can do a stronger, any kind of peel, actually. You can do any kind of peel. I always, again, gravitate towards TCA because there's just so many other benefits when you're talking about sagging skin and crepiness. We want to remove a lot of that skin. We want to stimulate new collagen and elastin, things that kind of like tighten those layers to make it as tight as possible. So something like a TCA peel, like, 7 or 13 on the face, and the same thing on the body. And I feel like if, let's say, arms are a big one, if that's really crepey and, wrinkly, textured looking, use a lower percentage. Use a 7, use a 13. You don't have to use a super strong percentage. When that's a little bit more sensitive, it's a little bit thinner.
True.
Go a little bit more gentle, and especially the older you get, because obviously as we get older, this becomes more of a problem.
Yes.
You may be a little bit dry when you're younger, but
sure.
You're just, dehydrated or dry. You're not dealing with actual crepiness and loose, saggy skin.
For sure.
We need to be a little bit more gentle. So I say, 7 or 13 for something like that. Other than that, what a couple of other topicals.
Are neuropeptides there? The Dr. Platinum potions?
Let's talk about those. So these specifically are all for collagen, elastin, super, super good for dealing with crepey skin.
Yes.
And loose skin. So like loose skin specifically is the Skinectera. This one we like to target on like the neck and jowls and things like that. Same with Progeline. And same with Syntec. These are all stimulating like collagen, elastin, tightening, firming the skin.
Sure.
So something like this, and you don't have to do them all, a couple drops of each. You can do like one of our 4 potion combos where let's say I would probably pick maybe like 2 of the Skinectera and 1 Syntec and 1 Progeline, or 2 Progeline and 1 of these and 1 of these. Something like that. You can do this every day on your face. If it's just like your arms or the tops of your hands, you can put a little dab on there. And then I would, again, add some hyaluronic or add some shea butter.
Sure.
Add whatever you need to keep it nice and moisturized. I want to say using a retinoid is also extremely important for, firming, anti-aging, collagen and elastin.
Standard for a lot, right?
I feel like I say the same things all the time, but the thing is just because it's one ingredient doesn't mean it only does one thing. It does so many things.
Absolutely.
You look at it, well, it does wrinkles and this and crepiness and elasticity and this
pores
and that,
and
this and
this and
that,
that,
pores
yeah.
and
But it's-
hyperpigmentation.
but
it
it is.
does everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're constantly saying the same things, which makes this really easy for people, because if you just followed our normal regimen, you probably wouldn't be dealing with this.
Well, like they say, the key ingredients to anti-aging are vitamin C's, vitamin A's, alpha hydroxys, peels, like those, So if you stick with kind of that meat and potatoes of it, so to speak, like you're going to achieve your goal as long as you are consistent.
Yeah, and if you're doing it right on your face, so using the cleanser, like we have our acid cleansers, taking dead skin off.
Sure.
And then our antioxidant, so protecting, stimulating all these great things. And then, put your moisturizer on. It can be the hyaluronic and a cream, your SPF, and your retinoid at night. So your face shouldn't be dealing with the crepiness or anything like that. Your face should be pretty darn good if you're following our regimen.
Sure.
So just take that onto your body. And you can do that with body wash. This is your acid, removing the dead skin. And then you put this on.
Yes.
This is taking more dead skin off. If you wanted to add some retinol or, you can mix and match. You can use your face things on your arms and things like that. That might be a little excessive for your body. I think I would stick with these big giant bottles. But if you have crepiness on your hands, it's so that's where I get it. And I have really, really started concentrating on whatever's on my face, and I'm putting them
Absolutely.
rubbing it right on my hands and making sure.
Yeah, don't wash
because
that product
otherwise,
off your hands. Use
never.
it. Use that product.
Don't waste it.
Go up onto your forearms a little bit. you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and on the body, there's a few key spots that, when I take phone calls from ladies and gentlemen, of course, it will be upper arms.
Oh, yeah.
Inside of the upper arm a lot of times,
Oh, yeah.
the neck, tops of the knees. It seems like those are the areas on the body, at least, that I hear the
there's
most.
a lot of bending in those areas, and
true
then
that,
weight
yeah.
loss, weight gain,
Yes.
skin swells, and it comes down, then it starts sagging and
Yeah.
hanging. And there are, watching your diet too plays a lot with that. There's a thing called autophagy. I don't know if anybody knows anything about fasting, but that's kind of like, let's say you don't eat for 16 hours or 18 hours. When your body fasts for at least, I think it's 18 hours, don't
Okay.
quote me, your body starts the process of autophagy, and that means it starts, for lack of a better word, eating like the damaged tissues on your body. So that where you have people that have had a lot of weight loss,
Okay.
and they have kind of looser, hangier skin.
Right.
When your body does this autophagy, it doesn't start eating all your good stuff.
Sure, yeah.
It starts with old, damaged skin.
That's interesting.
So that is just, on a side note,
Yeah.
a good way to help with excess skin. And you have to do, what is that called? alternate daily fast?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. Thank you.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting. And you have to go it's either 17 or 18 hours, which isn't really that hard if you think about it. Let's say you had dinner at, 6
Yeah.
o'clock or whatever, and you go to bed and you don't eat again until,
Dinner
lunchtime
the next day?
or maybe dinner the next
Yeah.
time. I guess it would be a one meal a day thing. You don't have to do it every day either.
For sure.
Just do it once a week, do it twice a week. It makes a difference with that extra skin
Yeah.
where that, sometimes these things can't remove
I
it.
have had some feedback from some ladies that say low weight strength training also has helped. Not like cardio and that sort of working out, but
Right, cardio doesn't really help with loose skin.
Yeah.
But the muscle training and I would definitely see that helping. And, building up a little bit where you're losing,
Definitely.
especially if you've lost weight.
Absolutely. You want to keep those muscles nice and strong. Yeah.
Obviously have our Crepey Skin Escape.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use the Crepey Skin Escape. This is a GHK. You could use the GHK 7%.
Sure.
Mix it into a lotion that you have or love, not an acid one. You could add a copper into here. Let's say you took CP serum
Right.
or super CP serum. Do a
Right.
pump of this and a couple of drops of copper. Then you
Absolutely.
could use the copper. And the copper is all about skin remodeling.
Yeah.
So that is very strengthening for the skin and the capillaries and just anything that's misaligned in your skin.
Overall,
Copper helps
tone,
to fix.
texture. Yes, absolutely.
So I would, either suggest putting this on one day and this the next day,
Yeah.
or possibly taking the CP serum, a couple drops of this mixed with this,
Yeah.
and do this as often as you can. That would be super for crepiness, sagging skin, all of that kind of stuff. Now, so we did peels, we did kind of daily products.
Yes.
And there are other things you can do and other things that we have now, like microinfusion or needling, collagen induction therapy. It's all the same thing. Whoops.
This is where our new alchemy line comes into play.
Yes, we can do needling on the face, of course. So this can help with
Yeah.
any kind of crepiness, sagginess that you have on the face, but you can also use it on the body.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with doing needle on the body. A lot of people do that. So you could concentrate on any of the areas that are problem, if it's the tops of your knees or, arms, hands,
Sure.
wherever you're having your issue. I think it might be a little bit difficult if you're trying to do an underarm, but this is an option too.
Let's talk about the ingredients in this particular serum as well.
Yeah, so this one has hyaluronic, and it has epidermal growth factor, and it has Replexium. And Replexium is very anti-aging and tightening and firming. So this would be a great serum
that is
to use.
action-packed, absolutely.
And of course, we have other serums that you can use that are also amazing for crepiness,
Yes.
collagen, elastin, anything anti-aging, tightening, firming, especially. So we have the XOPDRN. This can be used. You needle with this, or you can just apply this.
Right.
And then the other one, we have the human adipose exosomes, which is XOAD for adipose. This is the powder, but you could just mix this into whatever you want to either needle with, or you can mix it into, a serum or cream that you're applying on a daily basis. I suggest highly mixing it with, like the PDRN.
Yeah.
Super.
Is there anything you would not want to mix with the powder?
I wouldn't mix these with acids.
Okay.
Because and it's not like we've tested this, but I would just be fearful that it could damage it. Acids can damage a lot of things.
Sure.
And I wouldn't even think of mixing them with things like this. I think a retinoid would be okay. I think like our Fusion A would be okay.
Regenerate, hyaluronic.
Not tretinoin, because that's an acid. Not vitamin C, because that's an acid.
Okay.
And I don't think there's a problem putting them on together at the same daily things, but I wouldn't mix them together.
That makes sense.
And make like a standalone product out of it. I would keep
Mixing
them
those
separate.
two are
These two together, killer.
And you do not have to needle it. You can just
don't
apply
have
it
to.
like a serum.
No, you can. That's why they're kind of standalone, because this one is perfect for needling, right? So we put it in this one. This is like our starter one.
Yes.
But not everybody wants to do that. Maybe you have different, needling devices and you just want certain serums to use. That's when you can just purchase these singly and do that. And that's needling very, very, very helpful.
Now, if you, let's say, don't want to purchase this, but you're interested in those, and you want to needle those, then you could buy the needle replacement kit.
Refill kit,
The refill kit.
Oh, there's one right here.
Which has the bottle in there and then 6 replacement.
Yep, you get one tool, which is the bottle.
Got it.
And then you get 6 of these needles, and they're all
Perfect.
individual sanitized
Sterilized,
packs.
sanitized.
Yep.
There you go.
So then you can needle in whatever serum you like. But just needling in general, the whole microinfusion technology, needling, whatever you're doing, super helpful for firming the skin and,
How often can you do the needling on the face and neck?
Well, depending on how aggressive you are, anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks. Okay. So I think if you went over your face one time and you're not extremely sensitive, you're just normal skin, you could probably do it again in 2 weeks. Pending nothing else has come up, your skin doesn't feel sensitive, all that kind of stuff. If you're going over it, maybe you went over your face 2 times or 3 times, which I think that's probably about maximum you should go. If you did that, then I would wait longer, you have 3 to 4 weeks. Now, in all honesty, though, the longer you wait, the better it is, right? So the collagenesis is happening on day 1 and day 14. That's documented. Those are the highest peaks.
Right.
So you don't want to do it any sooner than 2 weeks.
Got it. You don't want to interrupt that.
You never want to interrupt. Same thing with peels. If you're stimulating collagen, doesn't matter if the peel is done flaking.
Right.
You are still have a lot of action going on under your skin. There's a reason that there's downtime of, 4 weeks, because you have to allow that to happen. And so you can alternate too. Like, let's say we want to do a body peel. Let's pretend it's your arms and hands. And we do have a demo of that on the website too, so you can watch that. But I would do, a peel, probably a TCA peel, 1 month, and then maybe do your needling the next month.
Got it.
And then alternate those.
So on the body, you're looking about once a month for the needling. And
I'm suggesting that because I think it's just easier. It's easier to say just do this once a month than it is to say do this once for 4 weeks and then do that for 2 weeks. And I just want to make it simple. But you could maybe you could needle twice in the month if you're doing it just one time.
And like we always say, it's always what your last either device or your last peel. So let's say you did a peel
Follow
at
those
the beginning of the
recommendations.
month, you would want on the body, let's just say, you'd want to wait a full month.
Yep.
Before you do any needling.
Yep.
And let's say, you might be able to needle once, maybe twice that next month. But then you want to give your skin some time before you go back to the peel.
Yep. So if you did it really well and you went over 3 times and we want to wait 4 weeks, well then when 4 weeks is up, you can needle again, or you can do a peel, you can do whatever, you can get a laser treatment, whatever you want.
Right.
But whatever you do next, now you have to follow those rules.
Right.
You know, some things could be a 2-month wait, depending on how strong the acid is. Like if you're putting, TCA 30 on, that's not a monthly peel. That's every 4 to 7 weeks.
True. Yes. Very true.
So you have to follow that. But I think those are just super suggestions.
Yeah, I think that really gives a good idea of what they need to use to, help with that sagging skin, help tighten things up, and just get things ready for spring.
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
you
here
still
before
got
you know
months
Yeah.
to work on this.
I mean, what is
3-4 months.
Yeah, we have
I don't know, what do
February,
we have,
March,
June?
April. It doesn't start getting nice here until
June.
Yeah, May. It used to be May, and now it's kind of like the end of May.
I find like my birthday's in June. I think everybody knows when my birthday is
Oh,
because we
yes.
always have a sale then. But when I always like, by the time my birthday comes around, it is finally like
Summer.
70s, 80s. It's
Yeah.
like finally that's that turning point.
Summer has hit.
We could have a sporadic nice day or
Yeah.
kind of nice 60s, but it's
For
like
sure.
summertime once June hits. So you got plenty of time to get a lot accomplished, so you can wear those shorts and
Yeah, start your
skirts
regimen
and
now and
whatnot.
get yourself in tip-top shape.
sleeveless shirts. You
Oh,
got
yes.
this.
Yes, ladies, yes. Cool.
Cool. Have a super one.